Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh and this is Everything Jeeping. Today we're going to be installing a complete new sound system. This is going to be a JL audio sound system, 9 new speakers, 2 amplifiers, and to be able to do all that we're going to need a couple of products. This one is critical. We want to be able to tap into the digital signal from the audio sound system, and to do that you're going to need a PACS unit. If you have a 24 or newer, you're going to need the 42. This allows you to tap in behind the head unit and transmit a digital signal to your amplifiers. So we're going to show you how to do that, whether you want to connect that by RCAs or Toslink cable. We're going to show you how to do that. And then when you take that amplified system and you want to use the Jeep's factory wiring, you're going to need one of these as well. Now this is empty because we've already made our wiring harnesses, we've already plugged everything in, but we're going to show you how to do that. Stay tuned. If you like this content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks. All right, so we're inside the Jeep, and the first thing we're going to do is pop off those little plastic pieces for the center console there at the very top. We're going to pop those off, 4 screws out where the silver sections are, and then we're going to use a little pry tool. I do this on both ends, and I pry off each end, and then as I get to the middle, I'm very careful about removing it there. All right, here we go. Pull the screen off. You do have to remove a few screws before you do that. Oops. Okay, and once you pop the screen off, there's just 2 little clips back there, and then it reveals the radio unit, and all you have to do is unscrew those 4 screws in the corner, and then you can easily just pop it out. I found that if you tilt it from the bottom, it comes out a whole lot easier. Then you see the back. So I already popped off the wire harnesses that mount into the back of that. The harness system comes with a little Y adapter, which allows you to take that information, send it down here to this wire harness, which plugs into the back of the PACS unit. Now all you have to do is mount it. And here it's inside the glove box. I mounted it. There's a little flat piece there. I used some double-sided sticky tape and a zip tie. And then I also used the remote lead turn on here. Okay, so now we have the PACS unit wired, and I used a Toslink cable, so ran that back to the amp. You're going to need this wiring harness. This will plug into your factory wiring. I mapped out how I would connect the wiring harness from the amps to the wiring harness that I picked up from PACS to be able to make a full-fledged wire harness, so that when I got inside the car, this would already be done. Everything gets labeled so that I could just follow that and plug and play. Super easy, but it does take time. I probably spent 2 or 3 hours just putting this one together, and you can see it here. The first part was what plugs into the factory wiring harness, and then this goes all the way back, and you can see here some of my labels. And this was helpful because I was running an 8-channel amp with 6 channels up front and 1 in the back, which had to go to a passive crossover, which really made a big difference as I got everything connected. Hope you guys found this helpful. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you next time.